guys. So, say hello. Where are we? Oh, okay. So today, Mary Kate and I have recently been kind of obsessed with something, and we realized that it became a little bit of too much of a session. And we want to talk to y'all about it. And actually, the cheeseburger hat is a perfect example of the obsession. So, Mary Kate and I have been kind of obsessed with like getting healthy, getting fit, and like all this stuff. But we realized that it was kind of becoming this unhealthy obsession that like we got lost in it. Like for instance, we tried to do a juice cleanse last week.
Didn't work out.
Tried is terrible main word on that. It was terrible. We really needed a cheeseburger after that, but it didn't work out. And we realized then, whenever we were in this juice cleanse and like just thinking about everything, thinking about food and whatnot, we realized that we've kind of pushed ourselves a little bit too far in that, and that we've become obsessed with this body image that we want and this athletic build that we're striving for. That we kind of started getting a little bit more unhealthy in our minds. The more we were trying to get healthy and outward. So Mary Kate's gonna kind of talk about this because it's been a real struggle for us.
Yeah, so actually the first day of the juice cleanse, which came at a great time, our friend Caitlin told me about a book, and it's called The Secret of Your Naturally Skinny Friends by Monica Swanson. Go get it, it's literally like this.
That's my kind of book.
Really good. So, kind of a funny name, but it's not like, there's not like this big, like, it's not like a diet pill or anything. What it is, it's all about your mindset. And so, like, I know we all have those friends who, I mean, you know who they are. They seem to be able to eat whatever, and it doesn't affect them at all. So, we always, I feel like a lot of times we, like, attribute that to, like, metabolism or something. But this girl, she had, like, this revelation, and she was like, maybe they're not so different than us, like me, after all. And turns out, the difference that she found was those people are not obsessed with food. And that comes all the way back to your mindset. Because like we're saying, like we've just gotten like obsessed with food and body image and like weight and working out, and like we stress out about that. And like when you stress out about that, you're not helping anything. Like you're
and the thing is, that's what the media tells us. I mean, honestly, every song out right now, not every, but most of them are about like becoming obsessed with yourself and like waking up flawless and looking good and this body image, and everything's pushing towards body image, whether it's like big or little. It's always going to that now. You're like an obsession with yourself, an obsession with food. Like, I mean, guilty as charged. My phone case is a donut, and like there's food everywhere around us, and so our minds have gone to that. But in a way, I think we become obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Like there's so many apps you like count calories and stuff like that, and like I got into that for a while. That's fine, but I think that we're stressing out so much over this that it's actually making our minds more and more unhealthy.
Yeah.
And then it's like messing us all up.
And you start to think that like whenever you're in that, you think, like you're thinking all these negative thoughts about yourself, like, oh, I'm fat, like I'm not in shape, I need to lose weight. When like, if you're having that mindset, like anytime you have a diet, like you do a diet, like you're just, even if you do lose weight, like you're gonna be freaking out that you're gonna gain it back because you don't think that's who you really are. But like if you start to tell yourself like, I am these things, and like say good things about yourself, and don't like dwell on all these negative thoughts. Like whenever that thought comes into your head, change it. And there's this verse that I was looking at today that it really goes really well with the inset, and I haven't written on my hand. Let's see if I can see it. For as he thinks in his head, so is he. And so it's basically saying like whatever you're thinking about yourself is like what you're gonna become. So if you're thinking that you just are what you are and you can't change, you're never gonna change because you don't think you can. You have to think you can change and then be that change.
And a lot of it comes from, I think, a spark for everybody is when that one person says something to you about your body that kind of like hurts your feelings. Like I can remember things that people said to me that they probably didn't think twice about saying. Like somebody said like, man, your thighs are getting thicker, and they may not have even meant that in a bad way, but for me, I took it as like, oh my gosh, like am I getting fatter? And that, just by him saying that, a guy saying that, it kind of like made me go into the spiral of like needing to work out. And every time I look in the mirror, thinking my thighs are bigger, and like, is this what everybody thinks? Is everybody thinking right? And you start to question yourself and you doubt yourself. And when you look in the mirror, all you can see is that your thighs are thicker. And I think like with girls, you know, somebody's probably said something to you that kind of hurt your feelings, and you go in the spiral effect. But you can't let that just spin in your brain all the time. You have to change your mindset and be like, okay, whatever, but look at like what's going on in your heart? And are you looking at the beauty too? Like, are you looking for the good things too? Because if you're not, it's gonna be the most unhealthy diet you could ever go on in your life. It's all about making your heart healthy and your mind healthy. And when your mind's healthy, it leads to other things.
And the thing is, like, the Lord will help you to do that. Like, He can give you strength to overcome that.
Yeah.
Like, you're not on your own.
But even not just with weight, having a healthy mind goes along with your whole life. And Mary Kate kind of has a little bit of a story about that. I don't know.
Yeah, basically, it was just a really long, kind of hard year. And we're not going to get into that right now. It's kind of heavy. But I was just thinking after I read this book and like applying that to like weight and dieting and all that, I was like, this also applies to my life. Like I kind of got into like a really low spot where I was like, I'm never going to be how I used to be. Like I'm lost a lot of my joy. Like I just felt stuck. And like I believed that I was stuck. And like I didn't believe that like I could come out of that. And
you were chained.
Yeah, I was just chained down to it. But then, like, I realized, like, I can change.
Yeah. It's really cool because Mary Kate's going to share her story and what she's talking about at Live Original on the tour. And with the tour, we're not just going to be up there talking. We're going to show y'all ways to overcome things in very unique ways that are going to grab y'all's attention. And, you know, we're not done with this battle. It's this whole message, though, it's about going from being chained to something to being changed to something. And so everybody has that one thing they're chained to. Maybe it is, you know, a body image disorder or something, but through Christ, you can find freedom and you can be changed. And it's just the most beautiful thing ever. And, you know, we're still working on it daily, but we just hope that you get out of this, that, you know, to start a healthy life, start a healthy mindset, you know, for as a man thinks, you know, that is like how he's going to feel. Like, I don't know the exact phrase, but you can go back and listen to Mary Kate say it, and it's going to change your life. I promise you it's going to change your life. The way you look at things, the way you look at people, the way you look at yourself. And so go out and retrain your mind.
Yeah. Go buy that book. Go read that book.
And buy Live Original tickets. They're on sale, liveoriginal.com, and you can come and hopefully we can break the chains. So yeah. See y'all there. Bye guys.